Hello, all, and welcome back to Operation Black Eagle. It is turn 10, January 1941, for the Germans. Germany and Russia have collected the MRP bonuses, and now Germany will be breaking it since the calendar has turned, and Operation Barbarossa is underway. So, let's start out with some tech rules first. We have four undamaged major factories, so we're going to go for advanced artillery is blue, heavy armor is gray, long range aircraft is red, and advanced submarines is black. The one time we want some really high numbers. Okay, at the 5, a 2, a 10, and an 8. Whoops. Put them in this camera for you. 10 and 8. Okay. So that means long-range aircraft is complete and advanced subs is complete. The other two are misses. Heavy armor and advanced artillery miss. Okay. So that will figure out my purchases now. Okay, so I had it set up. I did not get heavy armor. So the Tiger 1 will not be bought. So we will do the medium armor and we're going to save a buck. So from our 65, we are buying a medium armor, 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 2 advanced mech, 5 infantry, a strap bomber, fixing the factory in Paris for 5, Lend-Lease in the Italians a fighter. We've got our Free Blue Division for the Spanish Civil War, and we have our coastal artillery, which we're going to place at the end of the turn for our bonus there. Okay. Now, we have a lot of combat moves to do, and I have to adjust a few now, too, because I got long-range aircraft. So, okay. So, the sub in A53 is going to go 1, 2 to A48 and raid that line. And yes, I know the destroyer's there, but there's no seaplanes in range, so I would rather fight one destroyer at 4 instead of a seaplane and a destroyer. So we'll see how well this goes. But there is attack number 1, or one of the attacks. Obviously, DAC is going into Lower Egypt. So we have light armor, medium armor, 2 artillery, 3 infantry, and a motorized versus 5 infantry. Because thankfully the Italians did their job for us. The sub in A27 is going to go 1 to A20 and raid that line. So only the British seaplane and destroyer can come after him. That was the best possible spot for him to try to survive. Okay, now with long-range aircraft, we are going to send the medium bomber and 2 fighters into London to bomb the factory. He is going to scramble both his fighters. So we have that attack. The strategic bomber is going to pick up the airborne from Western Germany. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And drop into Oral Kursk. Because he's at a -1, he's defending at a 1, I'm attacking at a 4 and then a 3. We're going to give it a shot. Worst case, I die, but this would be very good if I can get it to go. So we'll see. The other thing then is, I was debating what I was going to do. Since I have long-range aircraft now, the fighters can make it. We're going to take the 2 fighters, 1, 2, 3. So they'll be able to land back in central Romania, along with the transport, air transport, and the airborne are going to try to take out Transcaucasia. I am doing a couple crazy things only because the fact that he can only attack 1 land zone this turn. So most of my stuff will be safe. Only 1 spot can be taken. Okay, then we're going to send the 3 cavalry and 2 infantry from Bulgaria down into Istanbul, along with the cavalry from Eastern Yugoslavia is going to go 1-2 and take out on the militia in Istanbul. The infantry from Bessarabia is going to move 1 into southern Ukraine. The task force marker, which is right... Which one is it? This one right here. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cavalry, artillery towed by the motorized, light or medium armor, and Panzer Grenadier, sorry, not Panzer Grenadier, advanced mech, is going to go 1 to Bessarabia and 2 to western Ukraine and take that over. The infantry from Donlaski is going to go into East Poland and take that over. The light armor in Warsaw is going to go 1 to Lubelski, 2 to Lithuania, and take that over. The 2 Panzer Grenadiers and 2 self-propelled artillery from Eastern Germany are going to go 1, 2 to Lubelski, along with this one here. 2 infantry, artillery, and mountain will stop in Lubelski to join those guys, and the rest, because the blitzing capabilities, will blitz into southern Belarusia, leaving 2 infantry behind in Warsaw. Okay, I think that is all the attacks. I hope so. I hope I didn't miss anything, but just trying to take as much money from the Russians as possible since they are going to jump big time. I have it set up. Mongolia will be theirs now too. So Mongolia will be $2 more for them. So I counted 13 IPP outside of home country. So going to war will put them at 46, and 13 puts them at 59. So that's where they're going to be at until we start taking stuff away, but we're going to leave it there for now to try to get our math correct. So let's start with some bombing and raiding. So bombing, we have 2 fighters at 3 and a medium bomber at 1. And he's going to have 2 fighters, will have his be blue at 3 for intercept purposes. So, okay, here's the intercept for London. Geez, the medium bomber takes a hit. So, Dawson, you have to let me know which fighter dies. Both my fighters miss, and both his fighters miss. So, the medium bomber takes a hit, so he will lose 1 of his 2 fighters. Now, we will have, and I forgot my D6. Give me 1 second here. Okay. So he has a AAA gun at a 3, which is yellow, and I have 1 D6 for damage. So he misses, and I do 5 damage. So we will put 5 damage on the London factory. And let us know which fighter died. Okay. Now, we're going to do the rating in A20. I need my rating dice. So we got Germany and Britain, so we know who was who. Regular sub, so I'm at a +2. And nothing. 5 and a 4, so he survives that one. And then down here, I'm at a +2 again, and he has a destroyer at a 4 rolling. Okay, and I do $1 damage there because I had a 6, he had a 5, and an 8 for the destroyer. So we will do $1 damage. So convoy rating not going nearly as good as it had earlier, but it is what it is. Okay, where's the... There it is. It's over here. West African line loses $1. Okay. Boom, boom, Boom. Okay, now let's do the my airborne versus his 2 airbornes. Okay, so I have 1 at a 4 for the first round because I get a +1 on everything, and he's got 2 at 1. Okay, so I need a 4. He needs 1s. Okay, I got 1 hit. He misses, so he is down to 1 airborne left, and I drop to a 3. 2 plus the bonus. So round 2. And I get the hit. Man, that was really nice. So I will take out Oral Kursk and take it with an airborne. So these guys here all died. I will need to get a marker here because that was not my original plan, but when I got long range aircraft it was. So let me go grab a German marker. I'll be right back. Okay, so that is +2. So that is going to move the Germans to 50, 51, and the Russians down to 57. Okay. Then let's do the walk-ins while we're here. Lithuania is worth $1, so that's $1 down. Lebelsky is not worth anything, so no change there. Eastern Poland is worth $1, so that's $2. Western Ukraine is worth $1. That's $3. Southern Ukraine is worth nothing. Okay, so that's $3 there. So that goes from 51, 52, 53, 54, and the Russians go down 1, 2, 3 to 54 also. Okay, let's do Transcaucasia. I was hoping to do this last turn, but didn't get long-range aircraft because I wanted Turkey. But good job, Dawson, on getting the Turkish units out there before I could do this. But I still want to call us a supply path down there, so let's give this a try. So he's got 4 at 1. He's got 4 at 1 with the militia because of the discount or the negative. I have 2 fighters at 7 with my bonus, and my airborne is at 3, down 1 for the mountain, back up 1 for the thing. So I will have 2 at 7, 1 at 3, and he has 4 at 1. So this could go bit good or really bad. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, I get 1 hit with a fighter, and everything else misses. Why not? Okay, so he's going to lose 1 militia. I'll put a dice up here, and then we'll go again. Come on, fighters, just do your job. Oh, the airborne now is down to a 2. So let's grab a red dice for the 2. Okay. Fighter hit, fighter hit. Oh, man, I'm glad he's got a -1 because he would have gotten 2 hits so far. So I get 2 hits, he misses. So we are down to 1 militia. Okay. And round 3. And there it is. The fighter with the bonus gets a hit. And the militia misses. So Transcaucasia is now German. And if I didn't get long-range aircraft, I was just going to drop in the North Caucasia and take that $3 just for fun. But so I will take Transcaucasia with an airborne. Yeah, This has been a very good turn so far. Rating not quite as good as I'd like it, but I can't complain about anything else at this point. So, yeah. So 5. That will put the Germans up 5 and the Russians down 5. So the Germans go from 54. Move that out of the way. 54 to 59, and the Russians go from 54 to 49. Okay. That will also, MRP is done, so we don't collect that money anymore, but we will now have Transcaucasia, so we get a $2 bonus for that too. Okay. This battle's done. This battle's done. Okay, so now we have to do the blitzing units in the southern Barbarossa, which is this here. So we have 3 medium, advanced mech, and 2 Panzer Grenadiers. So advanced or medium armor is 6 plus 1 is 7. Advanced mech is a 4. And I think Panzer Grenadiers are the same. So they will be a 5. So 3 at 5. And he has 1 infantry at a 3, which will be yellow. And Panzer Grenadier got a hit, and a medium armor got a hit. That's it. He misses. Okay, so I will take southern Belarusia with 3 medium armor, advanced mech, and 2 Panzer Grenadiers. That is worth $1. So that will put Germany up to 60 and Russia down to 48. Okay. And I think the last battle to do now is Istanbul. I gotta do I got Istanbul and then I got Lower Egypt. I totally forgot about Lower Egypt. But okay, Istanbul. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cavalry and 2 infantry into a mountain, and he's going to have a fortification and a militia. So fortification is 2 at 5. Let's start with that. That's going to affect how many dice I roll here. Okay, so 2 at 5. First strikes. Okay, he gets 1 hit. So I'm going to lose 1 of the cavalry. So then I have 2 at 1. I don't get the bonus because this isn't Russian. So I got 2 at 1 for the infantry and 3 at 2 for the cavalry. And then he's got a militia at 2 plus, I think plus 2 for the fortification on round 1. So he's going to be at 1 at a 4, which is blue. Everybody misses all around. Okay, so now he goes down to just a 3 for the city bonus. Does not get the fortification bonus anymore. Okay. Oops, 1 dies out. I mean, I'm rolling really high numbers now. Jeez. If we were Chinese, we'd be retreating. Okay, round 3. I think this is the last round to do it. If I screwed that up, guys, let me know. But I think I get 3 tries at a city. So I need to hit this time. And we all miss. If it wasn't for the mountain, I would have it. But it looks like we missed. I'm pretty sure I got 3 rounds for the city. If not, I would keep going. But we'll fix that later if I can keep going. But I'm pretty sure I can. So, good job, Istanbul. You held up. So that's going to take away this non-combat move then. So the 3 cavalry and 2 infantry will retreat back to Bulgaria. Okay, so this non-combat movement can't happen now because I didn't get that. Okay. And now probably the most important one we saved for last is Lower Egypt. So I have 2 artillery first strike, and I don't suffer any penalties because these are DAC, so there'll be 2 at 3. So 2 at 3 first strike. And they both miss. Of course they do. Okay, so then I have a motorized at 2, a light armor at 3, a medium armor at 6, 2 supported infantry, or boosted, whatever you want to say, at 3, and 1 at 2. Okay, so here is round 1 for these guys. Okay, I see 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits. Yeah, because the river is... I'm not crossing... No, I'm crossing the river to get there. So let me relook at this a second, guys. I might have... Okay, so... That's a miss. The red one will be a hit, because I'm -1. So only 1 hit. My apologies. So he loses 1 on round 1. I would have had 3, but I forgot about that river penalty there. Okay. And so he has 5 at 4. He has 5 at 4. And he gets 1 hit. So we will lose the light armor. Okay. So now I'm across the river. So now I should be good to go. So I lose the light armor, so we'll take that out. So I should have 4 at 3 for the artillery and supported infantry, and 1 at 6, and 2 at 2. Okay. Okay, I see 2 hits so far. Okay. So I got 2 hits, one with one of the 3s and one and the medium armor. So 2 hits for me. He has 4 at 4 in return. And he gets 1 hit. So he'll lose 2 more infantry. And I am going to lose the motorized. Okay. Next round. He's got 2 left. And I lose the motorized. Okay, I need 2 more hits to finish this off. Okay, and I got 1, 2, 3 hits. So I got the hits I needed. And he's got 2 at 4 in return. And they both miss. Okay, so we take Lower Egypt with 3 infantry, a medium armor, and 2 artillery. And that is worth $1. Okay. So those guys are gone. All of these guys are done. Okay. That is worth $1, I said, so we will... Germany will be collecting 61, and the British will go down to 25. Okay. I don't see any more red. I don't see any more... Yeah, I don't see any more anything else on the board for combat. So let's do non-combat and everything else. But while we're here, before we forget, let's roll for the transport and port. At the 4, so he will be scuttled. So he is no longer around. Put him in the dead pile. Okay. So non-combat movement now. we are going to... Okay. We are going to... The two fighters and the air transport will fly back to central Romania and land there. Okay, one infantry from central Romania will walk into Bessarabia. The airborne in eastern Germany will rail to central Romania. That's one rail. The airborne in Berlin will rail to Warsaw. That's two rails. Two of the self-propelled artillery in Netherlands will rail to Bessarabia. That is the four rails. So I'm done with rails. The two cavalry and self-propelled in Bavaria will walk into Paris. That's this guy right here. The medium bomber and two fighters that attacked in London will land in Western Germany. I'm just going to remove this guy for now, but you can tell us which one you want to remove later. The strategic bomber went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to land in Warsaw. And the self-propelled artillery that's left in Netherlands will move 1, 2 to Bavaria. So let me see if I can... I'll chip this one up here in Paris and put that guy there. I'm going to go get another sculpt. The ships are going to move to A11 and go into port in A11. So they're still in Western Germany in port, but they just moved out to A11 this turn. Okay. And I don't see any more non-combat markers. Nope, I did this one, so that one's done. Whoops, I'm dropping pieces now. So now I think it's time to... Oh, the infantry in Bavaria is going to walk to Western Germany. Okay. I think that's it for non-combat movement. So now let's place some units. The fighter is going to be Lend-Lease to the Italians in North Africa. Or so yeah, North Africa. North Italy. Be nice to get to North Africa, wouldn't it? Okay, we repair the factory in Paris, so that's good to go now again. And then we got to pick up all this stuff here. Okay. So, a mech infantry and regular infantry to the factory in Warsaw, advanced mech. An advanced mech and infantry to the factory in central Romania. A strategic bomber to Western Germany, along with two infantry. Two Panzer Grenadiers and two Panzer Grenadiers in Eastern Germany, a medium armor in Eastern Germany, an infantry in Bavaria. The Blue Division has to go to Berlin, so he's going into Berlin. And we're going to put a coastal artillery here in Aquitaine. Because it only has one space. That's the biggest issue with the Atlantic Wall is, Normandy, you need 3 coastal artilleries and three fortifications just to defend it. So that makes it really tough on where you want to go with everything. So I think that's it. So let's roll for recruitment. Let's go collect our money. And then let's do a disposition because a lot has happened this turn. So blue is Free France at a 2. Yellow is the Spanish at a 6. And it's a 10 for them, and it's a 4 for the Spanish. So the Spanish hit their recruitment again. So I guess the Spanish are just going to put 2 militia into Madrid. Okay. So, yeah, let's see where we're at now. I'm just scouring, make sure I did not miss anything. Okay, so the Germans are at 61, plus the Vichy 5 is 66. Okay, 66. And they will get 3 for Romania, 3 for Sweden, and 2 for Transcaucasia, so that's 6, 7, 8. So that is 8 more, so 65, 79. 79 for next turn. Molotov-Ribbentrop is off, so no longer get that. This is now done. No more Molotov-Ribbentrop, but they have Moscow, they have Leningrad, they have Stalingrad, and they have the Soviet convoy line at this point, so they'll get some bonuses there. Mongolia is now aligned, so they no longer get to collect for that. They are down to 2 factories since they got Oral Kursk. Right? Yep, 2 factories down to Oral Kursk. Okay. So yeah, let's start. I guess we'll start here and work our way around. So Transcaucasia has an airborne. I failed taking Istanbul, but once again, if I can go more than 3 rounds, I would have, but I'm pretty sure the city rule is 3, so I stopped. So Bulgaria has 3 cavalry and 2 infantry. Can't get 1 hit there. M10 has a TBD and a destroyer because they got... No, wait, they're going to go into port in southern Ukraine. Sorry, I just saw that. Okay, so southern Ukraine then is going to have an infantry and a TBD and destroyer in port. Bessarabia has 2 self-propelled artillery and an infantry. Central Romania has air transport, airborne, 3 infantry, advanced mech, 2 fighters, and artillery. Western Yugoslavia has 2 infantry. Western Ukraine has 6 cavalry, medium armor, advanced mech, motorized, and artillery. East Poland has an infantry. Warsaw has 3 infantry, airborne, strategic bomber, and advanced mech. Lubelski has 2 self-propelled artillery, 2 Panzer Grenadiers, mountain man, artillery, and 2 infantry. Southern Belarusia has 3 medium armor, advanced mech, and 2 Panzer Grenadiers. Lithuania has a light armor. One thing, guys, I forgot to do, I'm going to move the 2 Marines from Eastern Germany over. And when I move the fleet, I forgot to move them with me. Okay, so Eastern Germany, or West Poland has a militia. Eastern Germany has militia, 2 Panzer Grenadiers, and medium armor. Berlin has an infantry. Bavaria has infantry and self-propelled artillery. Western Germany has seaplane and 6 Marines, medium bomber, strategic bomber, 2 fighters, 4 infantry, militia, AAA gun, and self-propelled artillery. Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Picardy all have an infantry. Alsace-Lorraine has a motorized. Normandy has a militia. Aquitaine has a militia and a coastal artillery. Add 2 militia to Madrid. 5 damage to the London factory. 1 fighter for British has died. You tell us which one. And sub in A20 missed. Sub in A48 did $1 damage. Lower Egypt has 3 infantry, medium armor, and 2 artillery. I think that is it. Income chart. The British are at 25, the Russians are at 48, and the Germans are at 61. If you guys have any questions, please ask. That was that was great dice on my side. It was very nice, except for Istanbul, but if I gotta lose one, I'll take that one. So, any questions, guys, please ask, and we'll catch you all next year. Have a good one. See ya.